No, what I'm talking about, raise up your hand. VHS tapes. Anyone? There are some people. Wallahi, Allahu Akbar, I'm so old. VHS tapes. How to describe this? Okay. So VHS tapes were the height of this glass of water, and it was a tape to be inserted in a VHS player that is as big as this one. Yeah? It was big like this, thick like this, and it was fixed to the TV. And we put the tape inside that VHS player to play back the films or whatever. Yes, brother? Huh? You call it deck? Oh, I see. In Ghana. Not VHS tape. Okay, it's okay. Whatever that is. But that's fine. So the point is, back in the days, to access these content, it was not easy. It was not easy. You have those things at home where you put the TV, you put the VHS tapes, you put all these things. And this is in the living room where everyone actually access those machines. So it's very difficult. I remember back in the days when we were, in those dark days, we used to go to get these content, those VHS tapes, and hide them in our shirts. They are big as this. Hide them behind in our shirts, under our shirts, and wait for the right moment. When everybody is asleep, where the father is out, where the mother is in the market, where the sister is here. Once you are alone, run. Try to sneak and put the tape and watch quickly. One eye on the window, one eye on the door. There's no enjoyment and there was no addiction. People were still hooked on it. But it was very difficult to access, and that made it less addictive. So this Patrick Carnes in the 80s, when they asked him about the definition of addiction, you know what he said? He said, it's a brain disease. Brain disease. And we are talking about what? Physical brain disease. Meaning, the very physical structure of your brain changes because of addiction. It's not something easy to just, brother, it's an individual thing. It's a private matter like some Westerners and non-Muslims will bring to our, during discussion around these topics. No. It's a serious matter. And I'm not debating anyone who likes to watch these things. If you watch it, you're happy with it, go introduce it to your family and be happy with it. We don't care. We are trying to address those people who are stuck and struggling with this content, and they wanted to free themselves and live a life of purity and live a life of freedom. This is my target. I wish I could have shown you some of the images. And they will tell you, smoke this, even doctors smoke this brand. And they are showing an actor wearing a doctor robe, white robe. Of course, a doctor who's supposed to tell you smoking kills, smoking can cause cancer. That's the same doctor who they are showing to promote the same evil. Marketing of evil has been going on for generations. They knew back then that smoking kills, but the knowledge wasn't that known. Today, you cannot buy a pack of cigarettes without a warning on it. Have you read those warnings before? Smoking what? 2 words they have now. Smoking kills. And there are some brands, they even went to the extreme by putting photos of people who suffered as a result of smoking. So they put the photos of how their body reacted to smoking and how they died in agony. Yet people still buying those cigarettes because it is addictive. They were successful, those people, those giant companies, they were successful to market the evil in a way that hooked billions of people upon the practice. Even there was a brand of beer. Back in the days, we're talking about 1960s and so on, very, very long time ago, they were promoting this brand of beer by showing a pregnant lady standing while holding the bottle of beer. And the caption goes, drink this brand, for not only the mother is going to benefit, but even the little ones. Allahu Akbar, look at this. They knew back then that alcohol could damage the process of pregnancy, could kill the fetuses. They knew back then, but the knowledge wasn't known to the bulk of mankind, so they market the evil until they realize, and now they cannot market it using pregnancy anymore. They can't, because they know. The doctors immediately will tell a pregnant woman, don't drink. I thought the Africans will come up with a better name, wallahi. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So how many of you still watching these things? Be honest, be honest. Because we wanted to find solution, inshallah, that will permanently give us Jannah, inshallah. Yeah? That's what we want to do. To many of us. How many of you, every time you watch those types of movie, there is a love story? Yes? I heard just yeses, I didn't see hands. How many of you will watch those movies where there are sexual scenes in them? I know you don't lie, I know. Yeah. Foul language. Yes, all the time. The word F, the word S, and all these things are common in these movies. Little wonder why you, my brothers, you, my sisters, will throw these bombs, will throw these words in a normal conversation because it becomes so common. And you give your ears to dirt, your tongue becomes dirty. Easy. This is the impact of irresponsible media. Pornography is on a higher level. On a higher level. The most intense of all imagery. There is a man, I mentioned this in the teenagers session yesterday. There was a man, his name is Nicholas Timbergen, who carried out a research of creating a cardboard butterflies. Not real ones, cardboard butterflies. But he made them bigger than normal sizes, and he added extreme colors, bright colors, more than the natural ones. And he hung those cardboard butterflies where butterflies usually mate. And guess what? The male butterfly, instead of mating with a female butterfly, they look at the bigger and the more beautiful fake butterflies, and to his astonishment, he found that the male butterflies start mating with the fake cardboard butterfly. Go and watch, go and read those research. They're available on the internet. The man named Nicholas Timbergen. He won even some prizes on this research. It is called supernormal stimulus. And as a result, you can function in real life. I was in Indonesia a couple of years ago, and I met human brains, especially children. I think the oldest one was 15 years old. She went through screening for 2 years to bring about 30 perfect candidates to join the research. She was basically replicating another research in Cambridge University. Go and find these things by yourself. And by the way, I have a very long presentation, PowerPoint presentation. If you want to get the whole thing for yourself, please get in touch with me. How to get in touch with me, this is another hassle. But wallahi, I'm approachable. You can find the Aware Academy, you will find my number even on the internet. Pornography, 15 were clean. Now you may ask, how did she find out? I told you 2 years screening to find those 30 candidates. She went through a whole lot of system. Again, that study is with me for those who wanted to access. And she found that those 15 people who were addicted to pornography, their prefrontal cortex of the brain, that frontal lobe of the brain, had shrunk physically by 4+% of its actual size. Leading to what? Leading to lack of motivation about doing necessary stuff. Lack of focus and concentration on that which is, important, or something that's, challenging. You can't concentrate anymore. Like this. And her finger was holding the bag like this. Now, men, sister, you can take this bag. This is very heavy, man. What are you doing? I must look into this bag later, inshallah. Boys, here's a question for the men. I know you got the picture in your head now, right? You got it in your head? Will you look at the bag? Answer! No, they will look at the bed. May Allah protect us all. So I was walking with my wife, between lowering the gaze and protecting your chastity. So, but is it easy task? No, it's not. Will you never, if you practice again and again, will you never look at something haram? No, you will. You will come across something. What we do here is we train people to look at that which is halal and to lower their gaze when something haram pop up. As a result of that, even if your eye come across something haram, it will not have a negative impact on your behavior. But if all what you do is looking at haram, then those images will haunt you, will get into you. There are many people who, alhamdulillah, in our academy, alhamdulillah, they are clean completely, they are sober completely for years. But what they are struggling from until now is what is known as flashback.